will be given 3 minutes to respond to questions and 1 minute for rebuttal if needed. Ms. King, you may begin your opening statement.
Thank you very much, April, and many thanks to the CAP organization for requesting this debate tonight, or forum. We appreciate, I know we both appreciate the opportunity to share our message with you. I am Republican State Representative Kim King, and I give many thanks tonight to my husband Kerry of 32 years, our children Tia, JD, Clayton, and Heather, and our precious granddaughters Lexi, Calla, Ellery, and Paisley for being here this evening and their ongoing support of my public service. It's an honor to serve you in the Kentucky House of Representatives. In my first term, I was named Vice Chair of the Tourism Development and Energy Committee, and I also serve on the Agriculture and Economic Development Committees. This cycle, I've been endorsed by the Kentucky Right to Life organization. The National Federation of Independent Business has given me a 100% voting record for small business. The Kentucky Club for Growth has renamed me Reliable Taxpayer Champion. It's a great honor to serve you in Frankfort. Thank you.
Mr. Stevens.
I am Democrat Ken Stevens. My wife Deborah is out in the audience. We've been married 36 years. 2 children, Kate and Ellen. Kate's the 3rd grade teacher at Robert B. Turner Elementary in Anderson County. Ellen's the librarian at Bergen Independent School. I have 1 granddaughter. Her name's Harper Kate, and I call her Dollyface. I'm a former coach, teacher, school principal, current small business owner, and in 2009-2010, I served as the 55th District Representative for Mercer, Anderson, Spencer County. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. King. Yes, you will receive the first question. Do you think the pay scale for state employees and the retirement benefits are comparable to private sector employees, and do you think the state will be able to sustain the current system?
I actually voted against the 2012 general budget for 4 reasons, and our state workers being current and retired not getting another COLA again this year was one of the 4 reasons why. We do have a tremendous problem with the pension system, and we are working to address that in January. There are a couple of reasons why the pension system is in such a terrible shape. It's my understanding from my research and homework that the General Assembly has always funded at the governor's recommendation or slightly above. It was based on stock performance in in the public stock exchange, and it is obviously, as you know, been underperforming in the last several years. So those are a couple of problems. We fully intend to address that, and I know some interim committees are working on that this summer, and I'll be actively engaged in that. But we do need our state workers getting their COLAs, and it is one of the 4 reasons I voted against the 2012 budget. Thank you.
Mr. Stevens?
Would you repeat the question?
I will. Do you think the pay scale for state employees and the retirement benefits are comparable to private sector employees, and do you think the state will be able to maintain the current system?
No, I don't. Our state employees, in my opinion, are vastly underpaid. They're actually having to do a whole lot of work now, and more work. Seems like every time some of the people retire, somebody else has to step up to the plate and do their job and do the job of the person that left before. You know, I wish I could say that our state employees wouldn't have to take a hit. It seems like times have been lean and everybody having to take a hit. I would like to see more revenue come in so that state employees could get the pay that they deserve. Thank you.
Ms. King, additional comments?
It isn't really a rebuttal to anything Mr. Stevens said, but do I still have a minute? Okay, thank you for the clarification. In 2012, I am thrilled to tell you that for fiscal year 2012, our revenues in Kentucky broke the $9 billion ceiling. It's record-breaking for our state. We don't have a revenue-raising problem, we have a spending problem.
Mr. Stevens?
I think we have a revenue-raising problem. We probably have a little bit of a spending problem as well. But we are not generating the revenue that we did a few years ago. That's a plain fact. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Stevens, what do you think are the top 3 spending priorities for the state?
The top 3 spending,
Priorities for the state. What should be the top?
okay, that
What
changes
should
things.
be? Sorry, I apologize. What should be the top 3 spending priorities for the state?
Well, you know, education would have to be right up there. Transportation would have to be right up there. And the third one would have to be, would go along with the previous question. You know, we need to look at ways to, you know, come up with funding for our employees and insurance and that sort of thing. That'd be my answer.
Ms. King?
My 3 top priorities are the SEEK funding and education as a whole. It takes up the vast majority of our budget as it is, so it all, you know, that needs to be on the top 3. Infrastructure, whether it's roads, bridges, everything that it takes for infrastructure, and caring for our most needy. These are terrible, terrible times, economic depravity everywhere. We are just in a desperate strait, and we need to be prepared to take care of our most needy.
Mr. Stevens?
Can't argue. Looks like, you know, we pretty much echo, you know, the education, transportation, that includes infrastructure, and again, looking at our employees, and especially insurance for our employees.
And Ms. King?
Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. Oh, no.
All right. And next question, Ms. King. Should representatives receive pay for special sessions because work was not completed in regular session?
I am so glad you brought that up. No, definitely not. I campaigned originally on we should not be paid under any circumstance in special session when it deals with budget items. We have had a terrible time getting that through the democratically led committees in the Kentucky House of Representatives, but nonetheless we pre-file that and hammer that every year. It is just a disgrace. That would be like someone in the private sector being paid in overtime for not doing their job in an 8 to 5 work day. In the 2011 special session, that I donated all of my gross wages, even after paying taxes, to the Kentucky Right to Life. And this year, for my special session work, I donated my gross wages, even after paying taxes, to the American Red Cross to replenish their resources following the terrible tornado damage in March.
Mr. Stevens?
During the time I was there, wasn't publicized, didn't have my picture in the paper, but didn't tell very many people, but I gave my special session money to split up 3 ways. To the Mercer County Adult Education Group to pay for some GEDs. To the Anderson County Senior Citizens, I put tires and fixed their bus. And to the Mount Eden Volunteer Fire Department. I accepted the money because I thought that the money needed to go to my constituents and not a group somewhere else. And that's what I did with it. You know, I wish we didn't have special sessions, and sometime, I guess they're unavoidable, but I don't believe that I should be paid for that, and I accepted it and I gave the money away. Thank you.